Thanks for being here. I know the weather outside is kind of today I want to take a moment to talk about the most important part of our meeting, right? That little segment at the end where we all take turns standing up, sharing the referrals we pass on to one another, and giving a quick testimony. One another, yeah. Giving that quick testimony, right? Well, I found that there's a big value to giving a good testimony, right? And for as tempting as it is, I'm not going to stand up here and preach and try to convince you all to go out and give the good word about my company and how about the general public, right? Because that's not the type of testifying I'm talking about. I'm talking about the testimony that we share within the group to each other, right? And the value that it can bring. Because a couple things happen when a good testimony is shared. Thing number one that happens is when you give a good testimony, you're re-highlighting a person and their business, right? Last week we had Ashley speak up. And afterwards, for our 20 seconds, there was a good part of the group that spoke up and shared their experiences that they've had with Ashley, right? And as a result of her speaking, her giving her commercial, and everyone testifying over Ashley the last week, I don't know how to say this without being weird, but I was thinking a lot about Ashley this past week, right? I couldn't help it. Right? And that's just a result of the meeting. Obviously, the more you bring up a person's name and their company, the easier it is for your subconscious to have it back there in the back pocket, just ready to pull out. That's the first thing that happens. The second thing that happens, and some of you might not know this, right? But you're unknowingly giving people ammo, reasons, examples of like why you should choose this company versus their competitors, right? I'll be honest, I haven't passed a referral to every single person here, right? Or I haven't used every single individual in this room, right? But when it comes time to passing on a testimony or passing on a referral, I can approach a buddy with confidence, right? For example, like if I'm at a party and one of my friends is saying, hey, you know, mom and dad, they're getting older and dad's kind of lacking, the chores are piling up, and they live far enough where it's like, I can't help out, right? For me, the person that comes to mind is Andy Jeans, right? Now, I've never had an experience with Andy G. So you've had a one-on-one, sure, but work-wise, I don't know what to say. I can approach my friend with confidence and say, hey, Andy Jeans is really great, right? She's kind-hearted. She's there to care about the person, not the client, right? And she's going to find a care system, a care plan that works best for the lifestyle that you're trying to achieve, right? And this is all stuff that I've gathered through testimonies that y'all have given.
So I love what you're saying, y'all. You hear it?
Yeah. But this is the value that we get from a good testimony, right? So I know 20 seconds is really quick, right? Practice it a little bit before you come in here. And keep in mind that when you give somebody a testimony about somebody, not only does it make them feel good, but it also gives us an opportunity. It makes it easier for the rest of the group to pass on referrals to that person. Thank you.